So in our dairy handling range, we have to start off with our dairy handler head bale, which is a unique product in our range because it's the only dairy handler head bale in the market specifically made for dairy farmers and their handling needs. And a number of the philosophies behind it is that we've got a full width opening unit, so the animal can exit at any given point in time, but at the same time it has an infinite locking system in that wherever you stop it, it automatically locks, and therefore it becomes really easy to lock an animal in, and then the consequent work you need to do with the animal becomes a lot easier. So that is the start of the philosophy of handling animals, and that then is translated into a product like the groomer. The groomer is a complete hoof care handling facility, solely designed just for hoof care and the trimming of hoofs of dairy cows. If you want to do a little bit more work than that, then we go to what we call our hoof care handler. And our hoof care handler, as you can see, it's got the dairy handler head bale, and it's got a handling system behind it, which allows you to hoof trim, but also at the same time allows you to, say, ear tag or do some vet work, and in general do the complete care program of your veterinary or animal care needs for your dairy cows. Good access front and back, sliding gate at the back, so that means that you've got a bit of access there to come in behind the animal and lock the next animal from coming in. Now if you've got further needs over and above this particular unit, we can go to the next one up in the range, which is our dairy controller or our dairy supreme, which are just a step above the basic handling needs. Another popular product in our range are the dairy caddies, and the dairy caddies are designed to help you do your tail painting or your preg testing in the dairy. So the idea is that you've got a platform you can stand on, and it's braked, so no matter where you move in the dairy, you've got this completely locked in place, and with your foot you press the button and that allows you to move forward. We've got different models, different heights, different sizes, and obviously you obtain what is best for your particular dairy. The dairy caddy extendable is very popular for veterinarians or people who move about, like AI operators and dairy professionals who do a lot of work in different dairies. The dairy backing bar is a really popular product. It's a backing bar which goes in the back of your herringbone shed to stop the animals from backing out. And one unique aspect of this product is the locking mechanism, which allows you to basically attach this on any dairy with a rail size of between 42 and 60 millimeters OD. Our Dungbuster automatic yard washing system is of course extremely popular. A lot of dairy farmers now have automatic yard washing systems, reducing the amount of water they use, reducing the amount of time they spend on washing the yard, and obviously with the new environmental requirements of reducing water use and the use of green wash, we've got some very simple and very smart systems which will help you achieve that. Our new greenwash Dungbuster is about to be released this year and will certainly help with the objective to reduce that effluent production even further. Our Selector Cow Drafter was developed a number of years ago and has a number of unique features to it. One of the features is the split gate, and it basically guides the animal in a way which doesn't stop the flow and allows the animals to be drafted in line, which is really important when you're drafting, because if you're drafting animals out of the dairy and you need to flick stopper gates in front of them, you stop the flow and therefore you're reducing the accuracy of the drafting system. This product was awarded a Supreme Award a number of years ago at Field Days, and we're very proud of this product, and currently we've got a good number of systems installed throughout the country, and farmers who have it, they absolutely love the system. In combination with the drafting system, we can also incorporate a teat spraying system. So that means that you've got an extra leverage on your investment, allowing you to teat spray and draft all in the same unit, or if you don't want to draft, you can just simply obtain the teat spraying unit and at a later date add the drafter if that's what you want to do. The speed sensitive technology in the drafting and the teat spraying unit means we measure the speed in which the cows move, and therefore we can activate the teat spray right at the right time, achieve a great accuracy, and at the same time the drafting works on the same principle that if the cow moves fast, we move the gate faster, so therefore that inline drafting all becomes nice and smooth. In our effluent irrigation range, we're focusing on equipment which is compliant with the new FDE guidelines and good practice for farm dairy effluent systems. Part of that development is our IrriSafe. So this is designed to be pulled behind any type of travelling irrigator, and when the irrigator stops for whatever reason, the IrriSafe will shut off the effluent flow and make sure that you've got no effluent being put on a particular spot for the next 24 hours, for example's sake. In addition to the IrriSafe, our irrigator is now fully tested on performance. We have a very good scale of performance data available, so there is no reason for you not to meet those specifications determined in your resource consent. Another product which we have currently under development and should be released later this year is an effluent pressure regulation valve, and that valve will allow you to deliver an equal amount of pressure to your irrigator at any given point of time, non-depending on the size of the effluent pipe. A new product which is developed right now and will be in our range in the next year is an effluent regulation valve, which will help to regulate the pressure between the pump and the irrigator. And to have constant pressure to the irrigator is quite critical in delivering the expected outcome. So a lot of farmers are struggling with having different pressures between paddocks, depending on the landscape and depending on the size of the pump and the size of the piping. So in order to deliver equal pressure, you either need to reconfigure your whole system, or this regulation valve will help you to achieve that without having to reconfigure your system. The effluent regulation valve should be out by the end of 2014, early 2015.